Hi everybody, welcome back to Gun PDR Training. I'm Marty Runick, and today we're going to talk about something that'll interest both PDR techs and body shop techs. We got a Subaru door here with some pretty significant damage. It was folded over the impact braces. The impact braces weren't damaged on this, but the body shop threw it away. But an experienced large dent, paintless dent repair tech should be able to fix this in about 2.5 to 3 hours. One of my beginning students is going to handle this repair. He has some previous auto body experience, so it should go fairly well with him. And he'll get this to body shop quality today, no problem. And in about a year or so, he should be able to get this to paintless dent repair quality. Now, this is going to be just a quick repair. We're going to go over just the highlights. Our main purpose here will be to show how much of this damage will come out just by taking out the fold-over areas first. Should be able to get about 80% of the damage out just by doing that only. Alright, here's the view from the back of the door, and the lower fold over starts from clear back to the past the center of the door, all the way almost to the front of the door, and takes a little bit of a jag. And that one's not going to be all that difficult. Now when we get to the top brace, that one's going to be a little bit tougher because we have almost no room to fit anything between the brace and that skin. That's one of the things that makes Subaru doors tougher, and that brace is very, very difficult to move because it's part of the structure of the car, not just to keep the panel flat. And that goes from about the middle of the door also clear back into the door handle. All right, we're going to start with the worst fold over, which is of course at the very top of the door. Right on that top brace, and it's so thin, like we said, we can only get our aluminum plate in there. Normally we want to make that sandwich that we talked about in a couple other videos, but we're not going to be able to do this here. We're lucky we can just get this plate of aluminum in there, and that'll act as kind of a dolly to help us knock that high down quite a bit more efficiently. Without this single place of metal, guys, it'll take at least 3/4 more effort to get this area out. This is going to greatly speed up the process in this area. All right, like as we mentioned in other videos, this sandwich consists of a piece of leather, a piece of 050 aluminum or stainless steel, and an airbag. And that sandwich is going to be put in there just like that, so the leather will be next to the skin, the metal plate will be in the center, and the airbag will be between the brace and that aluminum plate, and that'll help put pressure against that brace at the bottom. Now, we can't get this in the top. This will be for the bottom brace only. All right, we're going to start at the top fold over, and we're going to use a nylon slapper, not the wooden stir stick that we use sometimes, because this is pretty sharp. It's right above that body line. It's going to take more pressure than we could probably exert with that wooden paddle, so the nylon will take quite a bit more. And we'll speed things up a bit here. Now you notice with this slapper use, he's hitting on the same spot on the slapper, or close to it, pretty much in the middle. And that's what you do when you're starting out. As you get better and better, you'll get more out toward the tip of that slapper. But consistency is the key here, guys. You don't want to rock that slapper. You'll put more damage in than you're fixing. Right in the middle. And you never want to rock a slapper while hitting it with a hammer. And we'll be putting out a video shortly on the basics of how to use a slapper properly. Alright, we're going to switch to our wood paddle now because we got most of the sharpness out of that. Just got a few areas we want to dull out a bit. So we'll speed this up a little bit also. Okay, and switching to our polished hammer now, just to get things a little bit flattened out. And we'll speed the film up again. And now get any small remaining highs with our soft knockdown. Okay, we lost some of the footage of the door handle area getting that spot out, but as you can see, the area that's just ahead of it looking pretty good. Got a little bit more work to do, but we're almost there. And we really wanted to get that airbag in between that brace and the skin, but between the aluminum plate and the leather, it just took up too much space, and there's no way we could get that airbag in there. Should be tight enough, though. Well, it's coming down nice and easy. Even without that airbag, there's still plenty of tightness between that skin and that brace, acting like a dolly. This is far easier to slap that lower fold out down this way using that dolly, vastly decreasing our repair time. Okay, our sandwich is still in back of that brace, and now we're trimming things up with a polished hammer. Got the bulk of it out, just trying to make it look a little more prettier. Again, for your bodyman, you wouldn't have to worry about getting it really, really good. We're going to do it as good as we can in a reasonable amount of time here. And again, since this is a body shop door, it's not customer pay. This is just for demonstration purposes. And a quick view from here, we haven't used a door tool at all yet. This is slapper use only. See, it's looking a whole lot better. And this will greatly speed up our finishing time once we get to that point. All right, now that we've got our horizontal and 45-degree pressure traps out, we are finally ready to go down there with a door tool. And we're going to fix that low that we have near the door handle and a couple of lows that were made with a slapper. Taking all the residual pressure out of that door by getting that fold over crease makes it quite a bit easier. And once again, as we keep stressing on our videos, it's taking that pressure out in the right sequence that matters. Sequencing is all important, fellas. You got to get the horizontals, 45s, and verticals last. All right, just a quick little view on this. Definitely ready for a body shop. Put a few spots of Bondo there in the upper area and a couple in the lower. Shouldn't take any more than 10-15 minutes worth of Bondo work if it was for an auto body shop. About another hour if you want to get it looking good for PDR. That upper brace area is very tough on these. But very fast, very clean, and very efficient, fellas, because we did it with the Fairmont method. And by the way, I would recommend for both you Paintless Dent repair technicians and auto body technicians, if you haven't watched those videos we have on large dent theory, we have 2 of them out there. That's no repairs, just theory only. I would highly recommend you watch those several times to get the gist of the Fairmont method down before you start something like this. Now, of course, the first few repairs you try using this method will probably take you quite a bit of time, but as you get the method down, you'll find your speed increasing very, very quickly.